right, so we are buying a new daily because this Hellcat is not going to be good for a daily. It is averaging under 10 miles to the gallon right now, and I just don't want to put all the miles on it. And for the price of gas, it's about $120 to $130 a day to fill this thing up. So I'm thinking I could buy a really cool, very inexpensive, very economical, and reliable daily driver for less, even financing it for less with interest than it will cost me per week for gas for the Hellcat with the amount of driving I have to do. So let's go into Carmax and see what we can buy. So he is pulling the car up right now so I can test drive it. Pretty much it's a done deal. I already told him just wrap it up, but he said, should you want to drive it? And I'm like, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should even sit inside the thing. I was gonna buy it without doing any of that, which is kind of dumb. So now I'm gonna take it for a test drive and see what I think of it. But the reality of it is I'm not gonna love it because it's not a Hellcat, it's not a Lamborghini, it's not something exciting, but it gets 31 miles to the gallon city and like 39 highway. And here it is. Look at that thing. White, easy to keep clean, easy to wash. It's even got a rear diffuser, so I'll have to put one on there. Straight pipe this thing, it will be amazing. All right, I'll be right back. I'm not going far. Thanks. All right, here it is. A nice thud of a cheap door, but very cheap on gas too. So here's the inside of a 2019 Toyota Camry SE, which I believe is the better model than the LE, which doesn't seem like there's much you get for that. I think you get this little leatherette stuff instead of cloth. I think that's the main difference. So now throw this thing where it goes, and let's see. Look at the average miles per gallon. It says 1.7. Well, that's worse than the Hellcat. That's not right. So let's see if we can find the miles at MPG here. So it's clearly not been driven. There it is. Average miles per gallon. Look at this. 35.4 at almost 50 miles an hour. It's got 38,000 miles on it. Folks, that is why. Hellcat, 9 point something miles per gallon. I knew that when I bought it, and I didn't care. But I need this thing to be able to do what I do without killing my Hellcat, and this will make sense as cheap as it is for $25,998. Not $26,000, $25,998. Woo! Let's do a pull here. So this is a 4-cylinder. It's just under 200 horsepower. 4-door sedan. So it's got room for 5. And let's see how it feels. All right, from a start. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Go. No, seriously, go. It's not bad. It's really not bad. Wow. It's really not bad. For what it is, this thing is not bad at all. And it's really comfortable, very smooth, tall, squishy tires on it, and it's gonna ride like a dream, and it does. I mean, this will do the job. I'll black out these windows so you all can't make fun of me if you see me. Throw the OC Motivator logo on the side, and boom, we're in business. But what a nice car for the money, with 35.4 average miles per gallon, which means a lot of my highway driving I could probably get better than that. On my Scat Pack, I was able to get somewhere between 13 and 16 out on the highway sometimes, and if I pay attention I could do that. I was paying attention, really close attention yesterday on the Hellcat, driving all over Southern California up and down the coast, visiting some of our offices, and when I got back, I mean, the best I got that day was 10.1. And I knew that when I got on the highway and I just let it just coast and just cruise with the traffic at the speed limit, I was I was okay. I was getting good gas mileage, but it's not sustainable because at some point you got to tap the gas. And the second you tap that gas, you watch that miles per gallon meter just go wham, down instantly. So it's what I love about the Hellcat, but also just wildly impractical. If gas prices were back in the 3s or even the low 4s, I wouldn't care as much. I would drive that Hellcat around probably. But now I'll take it out once or twice a week, maybe when I'm cruising local. But when I got to do a lot of driving in a day, this thing will do the job. And Carmax offers a 5-year, 150,000 mile warranty on this thing. And it's somewhere around $1,300 or something. So hopefully that's how much it is. I'm expecting that's what they estimated so far. So can't beat that. So I don't have to worry about any repairs, anything other than maintenance, oil changes, some cheap tires, and really, I don't know, maybe brakes at some point, but I doubt it. And I just have a lot of confidence in Toyota. There's a lot of other cars you could get in this price range that are probably a little cooler than this, but not as reliable without the gas mileage as well. I would have preferred a hybrid, but everything's sold out everywhere. Can't find those things anywhere right now, and everything new is marked up through the ceiling. Went to the Honda dealership yesterday and they were wanting $5,000 markups on Honda Civics. There's like a million things I'd rather do or drive than a Honda Civic, and certainly not pay $5,000 more for it. Let's park this thing, go in there and wrap this deal up. I'm gonna love every mile saving money on gas, I can tell you that much. Look at this. Look at this beauty. Rear diffuser, 182 horsepower. Not a hybrid, unfortunately, but I'm gonna get 30 plus miles to the gallon. And yes, folks, I know I'm sexier now with this car. So here we go. In the Toyota Camry, $6.30 a gallon, goodbye. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you for making this fast. Literally, folks, Carmax was like 35 minutes in and out, done. No wrestling, no bull crap, no nastiness. Well, I'm gonna go smoke some tires and burn some rubber and burn very little gas. Thank you very much, dude. I'm gonna leave the Hellcat here, so if you wanna keep an eye on it, just sit out there by it, make sure nobody touches it. That'd be awesome. You can drive it around. And I'm gonna go drop this off at the tint shop, and then I'll be back to get that thing. It is done. I know you're all wondering, have I lost my mind? No, I haven't, because in this market, you can't really lose. Buy this car, pay this thing off pretty quickly, and then it'll last forever. I've got I opted for the 75,000 mile warranty, or 5 years. So that is huge. I could bring it to any Carmax, they're gonna work on it. So now let's go get the windows tinted from Carmax to the window tint shop. All right, I know it's not as exciting as the Hellcat, but let's do a before and after. So this is what it looks like right now. Clear windows, fishbowl, Toyota Camry. Not that tinting it's obviously gonna make this car cool, but it's cool because I get 39 miles to the gallon on the highway and 30 plus on the street. But that's what it looks like before these guys tint the windows. How's it going, man? Limo. Yeah. Did you take this off too?
You want me to pick it up?
Oh wait, maybe I can do it. Maybe it'll come off. Oh.
Guys right now.
There you go. Here's what you do. Just wear it on your shirt. It looks good right there, dude.
Okay.
All right? Cool. All right, I'll see you in a bit.
3 hours later.
All right, let's go pick up my new daily with the limo tinted windows. And what do you do when there are no Ubers available on a Friday afternoon on one of the busiest freeways to get there? It's going to take about an hour and a half to get there. You hire Uber XL and you get the biggest SUV for one person with no baggage you could possibly get. How awesome is this? With a wonderful driver that sets me up with the door and everything. This is overkill, but I appreciate it. Look at this thing. Woo. Look at that, a Camry with tinted windows on the way to pick it up. Looks exactly like my car.
It looks beautiful, as usual.
Yeah.
So what's that, 20 minutes?
Yeah, we're in the traffic right now, passing through Corona, so we're probably about 40 minutes away.
Yeah,
We'll be there. All right.
I know it's a big traffic, huh? I know.
Yep, and I know it's, I know you want to go do donuts in my Camry, but just try and resist. All right, so some of you right now are wondering what in the hell just happened. How in the heck did I go from doing videos with my Hellcat and my Lamborghini and my Scat Pack, and suddenly I'm out buying a Camry? It's because I sold the Scat Pack. More about that later. I got decent money for it, but I got rid of that, which meant I was forced into, which was a wonderful thing, to drive my Hellcat as the daily that I planned to do. All this time thinking it would be no problem. But with $6.30 a gallon, as I mentioned already several times, it is just stupid. And with that car, even going light on the pedal, I was looking at dropping over $100 a day to go visit some of my offices. But I could stomach that barely. But the other issue was I'm sitting here looking at low miles on this beautiful car that I do love, and I'm just going to be burning these miles on it while spending hundreds, probably $350 to $400 a week on gas. And in doing the math, that's going to be a little over $1,000 a month, most likely, when it's all said and done, to drive my Hellcat around. Not to mention the cost of just burning miles in that car and killing the value of that thing over time. So last night I got home and I was like, I am not doing this gas thing. When I fill up the Hellcat, it's about, I'd say about 174 miles range, it says. And if I go really light on the pedal, it might break the 200 number. And on the Camry, right now it says I've got 424 miles of range. And mind you, I've been driving this thing hard this last 20-30 minutes, and it's just hanging there. And I'm averaging about 35 miles to the gallon, which is awesome on the highway. Definitely stomping in it. You get down to the mid to high 20s, so that is way better. It's 2 to 3 times better than driving the Hellcat. No big deal, but if you slightly push the pedal, if you get on it just a little bit, if somebody comes up and flexes next to you and you want to show them how fast that thing is, or give them a little supercharger wine in the drive-thru at the fast food restaurant, you're sucking gas. Even idling, I found that thing was sucking gas. So I don't mind. I love that car, but to just drop $400 or $500, I mean, just a ton of money every single week to travel around my offices and do that to that beautiful car. Last night, it just hit me. I was like, forget it. I'm going to go buy another Prius, and I'm going to beat the living daylights out of that thing. Problem is, Priuses are sold out everywhere. You can't find them, and the dealers, if they have them, they're marking them up. And new cars are being marked up, as all of you know, which made no sense for me to go buy a Civic for $5,000 markup. So went to Carmax and found this thing, and basically did most of the deal online. Showed up today at lunch and did the deal in 35 minutes, dropped it off at the window tint place, and here I am. So can you drive a Hellcat daily? You can, but at $6.30 a gallon here in California, it doesn't make sense. What I expect is when and if, hopefully, things lighten up on the gas prices at some point. Maybe they never will. But if they do, then I will go ahead and drive that thing, because I was good if it was, you know, in that $3.50, $4 a gallon range. But this has gotten downright stupid. So in the meantime, I got this thing. I'll tell you more of the mathematics later, but just know, basically this car, with what I'll make on mileage, reimbursement, and gas savings, is pretty much going to pay for my Hellcat. So the math really works, which is how I got the wife to buy in. I know it's funny math, but it's real math, because if I drove the Hellcat every day, I'd just kill it. So with that, everybody, hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was kind of a left hook out of nowhere, but it makes all the sense in the world, and I'm bringing you along for all these experiences. So please like, subscribe, be respectful, stay motivated, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye-bye.